Welcome to 3 o'clock with SOC. Give me a moment to invite our Spanish-speaking guests. Bienvenido y gracias por ver 3 o'clock con SOC. Si quieres acceso al programa en español, por favor, marque ese número que aparece en la pantalla, cuál es 646-749-3122. Cuando le conteste su llamada, marque 779-328-221. Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Rodriguez. I'm the Leadership Coordinator for Southside Organizing Center. Welcome to our Community Strategies Day. I was just letting our viewers know that SOC offers live interpretation for every single one of our live forum episodes and also for all of our events. You can reach it if you go ahead and there is a link in the comments. That number to reach it is 646-749-3122. Once you get to the tone, you can dial in the code 779-328-221. Again, welcome to 3 o'clock with SOC, and thank you for coming in on a Friday. We have a great show for you today. I'm thankful that we have our producer and program manager, Gabe Charles, today as our during our production. I believe Travis Hope is joining us as well. In addition to that, we want you to know that you can reach all of our past videos and topics on our Facebook page, also on our YouTube channel, and on our Instagram. There's a lot of amazing topics, so we hope that you can use all of that information. And up next, we're going to go ahead and bring out our guest, one of my dear friends and one of my favorite people, Jeanette Torres. She's the president of Polonia South of the Tracks Resident Association, and we're highlighting the group today. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
I feel like I could go out my window and yell out to you hello sometimes. That's how
I
close.
know. Like some birds, right? It's all bright and sunny too. We could just
It
scream
is
to each
so
other.
great and funny. And I love when when I do my dog walks, I get to pass by you, and I'm so excited that South of the Tracks is really pushing through this pandemic. Why don't we go ahead and have you introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about South of the Tracks?
Okay. Hi, I'm Jeanette. I am the president for South of the Tracks Polonia Neighbors Resident Group. And our boundaries are 6th to 16th Street, Oklahoma to Cleveland, and that's our area. We do have our monthly meetings that we do for our community, and we also are working with the school now with Zablocki, so that's pretty amazing. We have,
Excellent.
oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we do have our monthly meetings the first Thursday of each month at 6 o'clock on 12th in Oklahoma at Lighthouse Youth Center. So we partner with them. They've been gracious enough to let us use the space to have our meetings every month. So if you guys ever want to check out a meeting, it's right on 12th in Oklahoma, first Thursday of each month. We did just have our meeting for April yesterday. So our next one won't be until May.
Excellent. And one thing I'm really proud of, I know because of the pandemic, it really made a lot of the resident groups and associations kind of pause their in-person meeting. But South of the Tracks has kind of been, leading the fact that you can still have meetings. I know when weather was good, you had outdoor meetings. Let us know about what you're doing to make the resident meetings more inviting to residents now with COVID.
We do have space indoors where we can social distance. Everybody does keep their masks on. We ask that you wear your mask. And our meetings, we don't get like, it's not overly crowded, so we do have enough space for everybody. When it is nice outside, we do choose to sit outside rather than be inside the building, just soak up the sun. So we did start off by doing that. We did them outside, and I think do a live video one time just to show residents that even though we're in a pandemic, we can still get through this. We can still try to live normal.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as leaders, we always have like, how do we do this responsibly? And I think South of the Tracks has done a beautiful job being consistent with the residents' neighborhoods. You guys have some amazing activities and different events coming up. Why don't you let us know a little bit about some of those?
Okay, this month on April 22nd, Earth Day, we will be doing a cleanup for our neighborhood. We are partnering with MPD, Zablocki Community School. We also are keeping Greater Milwaukee beautiful, and we will be doing a cleanup. You can come and meet us at 10:30 on the playground of Zablocki to pick up supplies. We will have pickers, trash bags, and we will give you a map of the street that we would like you to do, or you could tell us what street you would like to do, and then we'd mark it off so that we can get enough of our neighborhood cleaned up. So we have
Excellent.
that coming up. That's coming up this month. Um, and we're also working on a sip and paint for the youth of our neighborhood. Being that we did the mural, we wanted to bring art back into the community and just I know my daughter loves to paint and draw, and she wants to be an artist. So I know how much art means to children, and especially during the pandemic, it was a really big thing for like the kids needed art supplies. Like we went out and we were getting people to donate art supplies for the school, and you know, just to keep these kids, like I said, to be as normal as possible, you know. And with art, I just feel like there's all different types of art and we can create so much beauty for our community. So we wanted to bring it back into the community. And so we did apply for a grant. That's not going to cover the whole cost of it, of course, but we have some great people that are working with us to try to get this event going. And we are planning that event for the end of June, beginning of July.
Excellent. So the paint and sip, I know you mentioned that you had a grant for that. Is that going to be in, and for viewers that aren't aware, if you haven't been to the intersection of 6th and Oklahoma, there's a gorgeous mural that was just put up, I believe it was last summer or last spring.
Yeah, last summer.
I'm in a time warp with COVID, but it's gorgeous. And I know you all got a grant receiving that. Would this part of the grant be for the other side of that mural? Is that what this paint and sip is for, or is this a continuation of a different project?
No, this is the other side isn't stable. We already tried to work on that, so we can't get the other side. We'd have to work with Milwaukee County and they'd have to do a lot of stuff. So the other side, we can't get a mural. We did try to look into that. This was just more of, we got the mural up. That was a beautiful thing for our community. But now we wanted to incorporate the art part of that. We brought that in. We wanted to incorporate art for the children and make the children involved because they're our future. The kids are our future. And,
Absolutely.
you know, I wanted to include them because it was the adults who really made the decision on the mural, you know, in our meeting. So I wanted to include like the families of Zablocki and the children at Zablocki, because we're starting to become really a close, you know, family with everybody in our neighborhood. So I really wanted to just bring the kids out and, you know, give them a good day, give them a good time since they've been locked up for a year too, you know. So we just really wanted to bring art. We know that there's all kinds of art. There's, you know, sidewalk. They could get on the sidewalk and do it. We're going to have all kinds of things available for families. So our hope is that we can at least have 100 people at our event. It will be COVID friendly. We will be social distancing. So we're still working that out. And we applied for a grant. We don't know if we got it yet. So that's still in the works, but the sip and paint is a for sure thing that we're working on.
I love it. I love that you're making it intergenerational as well, and really taking that initial idea of the mural, but making it come alive with our youth in our neighborhood. And you're collaborating with so many great organizations like Zablocki in order to make it happen. And this is why I love living in South of the Tracks, Polonia neighborhood. Let us know right now, and you mentioned the meeting happened last night, and I already know the answer to this, the cost of residents for being involved. Let us know about some of the things. And then also we have Gabe, I know, is going to put in our the link to the Facebook page for your group so we can have viewers contact you directly. But let us know a little bit. Is there any cost to residents for any of this amazing work you all do?
There is zero cost to residents. We are all about being a family. We don't ask you for no money or anything. Of course, we always accept donations to make things better because we do behind the scenes, we do, you know, purchase things for our events. But other than that, we don't ask the residents for anything. we usually tell the residents if they need anything, let us know and we'll try to give it to them. So just come to our meetings, and be part of our community. And if you can't make it to our meetings and you have questions for the police or things like that, you can always email us or, message us on Facebook, and we will get those answers, for you. We won't even wait for the meeting. We will get the answers if you have questions.
Excellent. And I'm going to throw a question to you on the fly that I didn't let you know beforehand, because I'm just that kind of punk on a Friday.
Okay.
I'm going to brag because Jeanette is also a graduate of our Gold Leadership Institute. She's one of our amazing fellows. So proud of her. She's now a mentor for our second cohort. And part of her being president of South of the Tracks is through that interaction. Can you let our residents know, as a plug for Gold, just about how the Gold Institute has supported you in your leadership and what that could mean for other residents in this area?
When I first moved here 5 years ago, I was not a community person. Of course I love to help people, but I wasn't involved in my community in California. So when I came here and I started volunteering at SOC and doing Gold and things like that, it really helped me get out of my shell of, okay, I want to help everybody, but I definitely want to help my community where my children are going to live. And I want to see everybody succeed. So if I can make our neighborhood beautiful and get all the resources, through volunteering with SOC and doing the Gold, because you guys gave me a lot of ideas on what I could do, especially during the pandemic. It wasn't easy, but we all made it through. And I really feel that, doing the Saturdays that we would do with Gold really helped me push my goals for our community through.
Absolutely. And I'm so proud of your leadership, and I'm so thankful for the work you do. And for residents that live in South of the Tracks, Polonia, I just want you to know that all of these are family friendly. I know as a single parent, I often am thinking I can't take my kids to the meeting, whether COVID or not. And South of the Tracks has always had open arms for my family, and I know they will for you as well. So I'm thankful.
Children are always welcomed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we need them. This is their, example. So when they're ready to take the reins as leaders in the community, they are confident to do that. And they can't do that without the example. So yeah, and I want to uplift Lari Morales, one of our amazing employees. Also Jeanette's mother, another great person. She mentioned that it's lots of fun. Our South of the Tracks, the events, absolutely so much fun, and we're so thankful for that. If you have any questions or comments, I do want to encourage you to go ahead and leave those while we have Jeanette live so we can get some answers. Otherwise, we'll definitely have the link in there for South of the Tracks page so you can follow up with her. Real quick, why don't you let us know some ways that some of our viewers can contact you if they would like to work further with South of the Tracks?
We do have our Facebook page, which is South of the Tracks Polonia Neighbors page. We also have an email, and I can put that in the chat as well. So we do have our email. We are working on some type of where we can fundraise, because we are a nonprofit yet. We do need to figure that part out, but we do have an email address, and Facebook, we always answer within the hour if you message us on there, except in the middle of the night. I do like to sleep.
Self-care first, right?
Yes.
Self-care first.
Absolutely. So yes, those are the 2 ways right now. I will be adding more information to our page once we get some more information for people to donate and things like that.
Excellent. And as a resident of this beautiful neighborhood group, I do want to let you know, as always, if there's anything you want to delegate to me or anything I can do, always there. I know I missed the meeting last night, but I will definitely be catching up.
You're definitely going to be on my sip and paint.
I can sip and I can paint. So I'm ready for that. I'm ready to lead in that for sure, in any way you need me. So I'm excited for that. We're going to make sure that we add that link to the comments that Jeanette just put in. Anything else that you want to add to the conversation while we have you? Oh, I think we might have lost her. Maybe she'll come back. But we will definitely make sure that link goes in there. If Gabe can help me with that. Maybe she's popping back in. I'm going to see. Excellent. Can you hear me, Jeanette?
Yes.
No, you're fine. I'm so glad you came back. We just got a great question. Actually, a good friend, Jeanette Torres, always amazing. She said right now she's willing to help any way possible. So we just want to make sure you know that, Jeanette, so you can reach out and follow up with her.
Okay.
And so excited. This is exactly part of the reason why we do this forum, so our viewers can have a firsthand view of what's happening in our amazing near South Side. Again, I know we jumped off for a minute, but do you have any last things to add or anything else before we say goodbye?
I just want to say we made it, you guys. It's been a year and we all have made it. I'm happy about that. And I just want everybody to stay safe and have a good weekend.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. We love your leadership, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
All right, we'll talk soon. Thank you.
All right, gracias. All right, thank you so much to the president of South of the Tracks, Polonia, Jeanette Torres, for that amazing information. Again, on Earth Day, we will be having a cleanup. You can find the link in the comments. Also, if you want to reach out to SOC, South of the Tracks, Polonia is one of the resident groups that we work closely with, so we're happy to share with you any information going forward. Up next, we're going to have a public health update, and it'll be Dr. Arana from 16th Street Clinic giving us an update.
Hi, everybody. We're here with Dr. Arana from 16th Street Community Health Clinic, and we're going to be talking about some of the common symptoms that might come from getting the COVID-19 vaccine today. So thank you for being with us. Do you mind sharing about some of the common symptoms that one can expect if they get the COVID-19 vaccine, and if there's any difference between symptoms from the first dose and the second dose or anything like that?
Sure. Usually with the first dose, we don't expect much of side effects. If anything, we're going to have that muscle or that arm. We get it here on the deltoid muscle, and it's going to be a little bit sore for a day or two. Beyond that, we know that some people can have mild headache or feel a little bit of body ache, but it's almost not significant after the first dose. And that's when your immune system is going to learn to recognize the spike protein, and your immune system is going to learn to create antibodies to block that spike protein. After 1 or 2 weeks, your immune system gets better at creating those antibodies. When we are due for the second dose at 21 days, we see that there's a good response. The immune system is going to react to the vaccine, and that's good. So some people can say that, yeah, the pain was a little bit more on that sore muscle on the arm, on the deltoid muscle, and some people experience chills or headaches or body aches, nothing that would stop them from daily activities or from going to work. If someone feels like the headache is too much, you can take Tylenol, acetaminophen, but most people do not need to take anything. It's other side effects or reactions. You may have heard that some people could have an allergic reaction, but that's extremely unlikely. Here at the clinic, we have not seen a case of an allergic reaction. And if that were to happen, we know that those patients respond really well to the usual treatments that we have on hand for allergic reactions. Probably you have heard about Benadryl, that's an antihistamine for allergies. So people respond to that treatment. We have not had any case of severe allergic reactions at this point, so that's good news.
Yeah, that is really good news. Thank you. And yeah, that was going to be my second question about the allergic reaction, but you answered that. So thank you so much, Dr. Arana. We are very thankful for your time.
Thank you so much. And I want to remind everyone that the vaccines are safe. We have a lot of people vaccinated already, and we are safer. Doctors and nurses here at the clinic feel safe, and they can provide a safe care for all of you. So when your time comes to get vaccinated, reach out to your doctor. Every clinic or every health system has a different system to get in line to get your vaccine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Dr. Arana from 16th Street Clinic and Gabe Charles for that update. Up next, we're going to have our community resource, and we did want to uplift really exciting news that we have, and we have a graphic for you. The CDC has announced officially they are extending the eviction moratorium until the end of June. Now, questions, and we will have a Facebook post, and there will be a link in the comments because we want to make sure our residents are aware of the details of those that qualify for this. I'm going to read them very briefly, and Gabe is going to show them on screen. But really quickly, basically, you need to have proven that you have shown all your best efforts to obtain assistance, government assistance for renter housing. You need to make sure that you are underneath $99,000 a year as a single tax filer, or $198,000 if you are filing jointly. So you have to make sure that you're qualifying, and I think that's all the people I know right now that actually qualify underneath that. So that's actually quite generous, especially for those of you that may or may not have lost employment over COVID. Another thing they're expecting you to do is that to prove that you're unable to pay your rent or make a full housing payment because of loss of income or wages. So you have to make sure you're showing that, or maybe you have a lot of out-of-pocket medical expenses. That could also help you qualify. So there are going to be areas that you have to prove in order to qualify for this. Another thing they are mentioning is that you have to show that you made even the best efforts to make partial payments. So please make sure you're looking at the details. Make sure that you're asking, and if you need to reach out to SOC for more information, we're happy to walk you through it for clarity. One other thing I do want to mention that they are saying is eviction would likely render individuals homeless. So that's why this is so important, that we are working with homeowners and we are working with landlords, because we want to make sure that we're not increasing our population of homeless during this very trying time. So please, please, please look at the details. I know we'll have a post out there later. And again, you can always reach out to SOC and we can walk you through it if you do need some clarity, or if you need some of this info translated. If we do have a Spanish version, I'm sure we'll put it up there as well. But yeah, we're getting close to the end of the hour. I do want to uplift some of the great guests we're going to have next week. Last will be joining us. We'll be having also the Department of Health Services come in to give us some COVID-19 updates. I know our youth organizers are working on some incredible work as well. The biggest thing, and I'm so excited we have a graphic to share, it's going to be our 1 year, not 100th, our 1 year anniversary. We have way past 100 episodes. We've already celebrated that. But on Friday, April 9th, next Friday, so 1 week from today, we'll be celebrating our 1 year anniversary of 3 o'clock with SOC. We're so excited. We'll be highlighting some amazing guests, some super fans. Yeah, and we'll also be having a little mask giveaway that we'll be letting you know that there is a registration for that. So please be looking out for that. I'm sure you'll be seeing those posts this weekend, Monday at the latest, but we're so excited to celebrate a year of episodes. All right, I think that's it. Another Friday is done. I'm so thankful for our team. It is gorgeous and sunny outside, a little cold, but I'm very thankful that we have some decent sun out there. Be safe, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. Gracias.
Has this live forum been informative and useful to you? What part of the forum could be improved or changed to make it better? Please take a quick survey that's located in the comments section so that we can keep 3 o'clock with SOC going for residents. Thank you for tuning in.